I wanted to show you a project of building Go web server via CloudFormation. So the purpose is to deploy a website. This specific example is with Golang, and deploy the entire or create the entire infrastructure via one job. So I've got this job here. I'm going to start it. And while it's running, I'll go over what it's doing. So we have a website. It's just a web server that serves whatever in the root folder. And we have a static folder that just have index HTML with it, no database, just a plain HTML. And we have this CloudFormation stack that goes out to AWS and create all this stuff. It's have an instance, create the instance, create the security groups, and run those commands once the instance has started. And what we do here is we just install Docker and we run the Golang web server via Docker using an image that I custom made, and you can also create your own image per your project. And this is very simple. Golang, it's copying all the website with the files and it just run it. So if you change the folder name to your project and you run this, then it works minus databases that you can connect later, but this is just like a boilerplate for if you want to run Golang web server, or you can use something else because this template can you can use this template as your baseline because and change only your image and reuse this. Maybe make this as a some sort of parameter and just use it for other project. So this is the only line you need to change your repo. So let's see what's going on. We have fail here. Let's see why. So I had an error with the Jenkins node missing AWS CLI. So I just ran AWS CLI via app, installed it, and ran the job again, and it's now successful. So let's check what's going on in our AWS because we wanted a machine, and there you go. We have a new Go web server machine. Let's check. So this just started, so it's probably going to take a minute or two because the job just finished. So I'm going to refresh that. And I'll probably wait a minute for it to come up because I think it's still initializing. Okay, so that's why it's loading. Okay, it took a minute and a half, and the server started. It's running, took the IP, copied it, and we have, obviously, see I'm refreshing, and we have a server via Golang using one job. Everything that happened here, the machine creation of all the resources and deploying basically the website happened all via one job. So this is how you do it, and obviously you can adapt it to your various projects. So now that we are done with this project, we can delete it. So let me search for the CloudFormation. And we have this CloudFormation stack. And once we're finished with it, we can delete it. And it's in delete in progress. And we can go back and verify. Probably take a minute or so that this machine will also be terminated. That's it, shutting down. So once the CloudFormation delete will complete, all the resources will be deleted, and this also web server will be deleted as well.